Hey everybody, Pastor Bill here. We are so excited to be close to getting back indoors as we look at June 21st as a date to come back inside, Lord willing. So we wanted to do this video this afternoon to just give you a preview of what's going to be going on when you come. So we're starting outside because you'll park outside, and we'd like for you to, those of you who are able-bodied, to park in the big area down by the bank and save these closer to the sanctuary entrance for those who need the easy access. Along those lines, this door to my right, your left, where our children usually enter, will be reserved for those who are wearing masks. So only people who are choosing to wear a mask will go in there just out of respect for those who feel they need the mask. And then for everyone else, mask or no mask, the main front doors, you'll have an opportunity to enter there. And we're going to talk next about what we do when we get inside.
Hey church, the next step when you come on the 21st will be to enter the door. We will have greeters on the outside that will open the door to let you in. We will also have the doors on the inside open so you won't have to open them. One of the things that we'll be doing to protect our church is we'll be taking temperatures. So it will be a laser thermometer that doesn't have to touch you. It'll be a very quick process. We're going to use the state standard of 100.4 degrees for those people that come in, but we want everybody to understand that. We're also going to have masks available for any person that comes in that doesn't have one and might request it.
So when you get inside, we will have ushers to seat you. You can think of a wedding or funeral. Areas will be marked off, and you could pick your general area you like to sit, and we'll try to get you close, but there will be specific seating being done, so we're strategic in making the most of our space and following all the social distancing protocols that we need to. One of the things we're doing in the process right now is we're taking all the Bibles and hymnals and everything out of the pews just so there's less to sanitize between each service, but we'll have a box of Bibles and hymnals available if you want to grab one, and we have enough where that'll go on the shelf for a number of weeks to make sure there's no transmission of the virus there. Our children's ministry is not part of phase one, so if you have children, they'll be with you throughout the service. We encourage you to bring some things for your children to work through, and if you have any questions about that, we'd love to give you some creative ideas. Please reach out to the church office and we'll help you think through good ways to keep your children engaged in the service.
So church, when you come in and sit down, we've taken some steps to make you safer. So one of the steps that we've taken is we've added new filters to our ventilation system. We've gone to a hospital grade 2-inch filter in our 2 large air conditioning intakes on either side of me. We also have a 1-inch hospital grade filter in our other system. They're not foolproof, but they will help with the protection. One of the things about our sanctuary is we always run the ventilation because we don't want to hear the fans kicking on and off in the middle of a prayer in the service. And the air has a very steady flow from the back of the sanctuary to the front. So there's always plenty of air circulating through those filters, and we believe that will help. You know, we in the beginning, coming into the church, we're checking temperatures. We're trying to eliminate risk. So we're trying to eliminate people coming in that are symptomatic. So that's a big step initially, knocking off a certain portion of risk. Then with the ventilation systems, we knock off more. Then with the social distancing, we're knocking off more than that. For those that feel led to wear masks, that is reducing risk for them. So the idea is that we will reduce as much risk as possible so that when you come to Byron Baptist Church, you can worship, you can focus on God and not focus on the things of the world that are around us. So we want you to keep that in mind and let you know that we're taking all the risk that we possibly can. Obviously, even leaving your house and going to your mailbox has some risk, and we can't eliminate it all. But we really are comfortable that the committee has met and we've done all we can to reduce risk for those that are coming to attend here.
Joe's in the other room getting the prop for the next part. He mentioned the air conditioner always running. It doesn't run when it's just me and him over here. Whew.
So one of the other precautions that we're taking for the church is we've worked through our contractor. We're using a sanitizing chemical. The sanitizing chemical is a hydrogen peroxide-based chemical that's widely used in the industry. And what we do with it is we can spray it on fabrics and hard surfaces to sanitize the sanctuary. So this is what we will do in between meetings. So at least once a week when we're meeting on Sundays, and in a future phase when we come back on Wednesdays, we could do it also. We've tested this on our fabrics to include our pews and our carpets, and it is safe for them and it will not hurt them. So I'll just demonstrate real quickly kind of what that looks like. It's actually a pretty quick process. where we spray it down. And all we have to do when we're done with this is let it dry. It takes about an hour for it to dry. It does not leave a film, and it actually kills any virus or bacteria that might be left behind. We use this in our bathrooms. We also use this in our fellowship hall when we have meetings. So this is another example of a way to reduce risk. This would be the contact risk. The CDC has come back and said there's less risk with contact, but we don't want to leave any stone unturned to make sure that you're as safe as you can possibly be when you come to worship God.
So finally, if you are not in a place right now where it's the best decision for you to come and join us in public worship, we will be continuing to live stream on Facebook. We'll continue to upload on YouTube later in the day as well, and we'll continue our CD and DVD ministry. So plenty of opportunities to join us. We know this is a challenging season for every single person. What I want you to bear in mind, what my heart's desire has been through this last couple of months, is that this unify our church. There's so many things going on in our world as it relates to the pandemic and multitude of other issues right now. The decisions that this committee has made, the decisions that the leadership of this church has made are not based in politics or anything else. We have sought the Lord in how we best serve our congregation in this season. And we've slow played it a little bit due to our own demographics and to see how it plays out in other churches. And so far, things are looking good there. And we rejoice to know we might be back together soon. But we want you to come with patience, and come with patience. If you're standing in line to get your temperature taken, think of your neighbor. These inconveniences are not about me. These are not about my preferences. This is about, in a fallen world with limited understanding and science being very limited, taking all the precautions we can to love our at-risk neighbor well. So that's where we're at, and I pray and I hope that you embrace the opportunity to lay down your preferences as you find yourself needing to, and love your fellow church member well.